Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World channel. Many of you have asked, Dexter, what's your secret? Whatever your hands touches will prosper. Well, let me tell you that we all have, access to the blessings from the Almighty. No one of us has a special treatment in the eyes of God. We are all fair. But the kind of dedication and the kind of passion that you have will enable us to get more blessings from God. Because God knows that if He gives us this much, we can handle it. And what I'm talking about is our farm animals. Before we started our farming, we envisioned to have these chickens. And we envisioned to multiply these Rhode Island red chickens. And we started from zero. We started from scratch. And lo and behold, after a few months or even a year, we were able to massively produce chicks of our Rhode Island chickens. And then we dream about the rabbitry. Well, we started from just how many pairs of rabbits, and we were able to succeed. We were able to produce massively of these rabbits. Wait, excuse me. Takil almuerzo. Takil almuerzo. Kaya almuerza. Quiere comer peret aquí. Almuerza. And then we tried our best to produce our goats and we became prosperous. And then we also have tried the duck racing. And this duck farming gives us also very good result because of the kind of dedication and passion that we devote to our farm animals. Aside from these farm animals that I have earlier mentioned, we also tried our best to dig a very large mud pond in order for us to raise our tropical fish. Of course, we started from scratch. We were able to breed little by little and we were able to produce massively of these tropical fish like these carps, the Japanese koi and different types of goldfish. And I'm so happy with the results because the fish that we have grown yielded a very, very good harvest. And I'm so happy for what I have accomplished. And then the sad news came that the government is going to take over our property, or literally get our property, because they are going to use that for public purpose. And I was later informed that it should be used for airport construction. And that's the reason why we relaxed the farming activities in our old farm. And I tried my best to continue on with the little farm animals that we can just raise here at the house. And I really prayed for another lot for us to be able to continue on with our farming activities and doing the vlogging on this YouTube. And lo and behold, we were able to achieve our goals. We were able to buy a small lot where we have contained these farm animals. We forgo about the rabbit breeding because we don't have the space, and then also the chickens and the goats. But we maintain the fish, and we also have tried the quail farming, which will only need a small space. And a little later about quail farming, let me share with you some details about this and how to become successful. But for the moment, let me just remind you of what we have done so far. Well, we tried our best to breed several types of goldfish. And then, since we cannot anymore use the old mud pond that we had there at the old farm, I tried my best to develop another mud pond right here at the house. And it yielded a good result. Today we can see massive of this goldfish. And also, I have tried my best to convert our greenhouse into breeding facility for our goldfish. And lo and behold, it yielded us good result. So far so good actually, although we have experienced so many setbacks like the taking over by the government to our property. These are major setbacks, but it will not prevent us from pursuing our goals. And let me share with you that in life, there are some bad things that will happen. But these bad things are actually a blessing in disguise. Why? Because it will sharpen us. It will give us more patience. It will give us more hope. And it will allow us to persevere. And it will exercise our ability to become resilient, discover the things which are available, and be able to allow us to get up and rise again and become stronger than ever. You know guys, I'm a nature lover. I really would like to see some beauty of natures. And in fact, I'm also very passionate about the preservation of our nature. And I love plants, I love flowers, I love animals, of course. And we are favored to be visited by wild animals here. And in fact, Barbara is here. She did not anymore flew away home. And many of you have suggested to, release Barbara. And I would like to tell you that Barbara and Bruce and even the crow are free to go, but since we're feeding them, they choose to stay with us. So these are the kind of positive things that we can get if we will just, observe very keenly the things around us. And let me tell you about the quail farming. Well, this quail farming had been so challenging for us because since we started these quails, we were able to, start with a few pairs, only 27 heads actually, to be exact. And we were able to patiently wait for these 27 breeders to hatch their eggs, to lay their eggs. And we put the eggs inside the incubator. As they grow, we were challenged by the presence of these cats, these lizards, and even the dogs, because these animals are actually disturbing them. It gives us the major setbacks, but we were able to address the problem. So let me just point out with you some very important but basic important things to observe in order for us to become successful in our quail farm. Number one is we have to place them in a secured place. A place where there are no predators that could come inside the cage. And number two is the feeding system. In the feeding system, we have to bear in mind that the quail feeds, especially designed for quails, of course, because it has different nutritional value and even the protein content. So we have to give them the food intended for quails, not for chickens, but for quails. And number three, we have to secure them in a place where they are not disturbed. Because once they are disturbed, it will affect the egg production. And to some extent, if they are really very stressed, then there might be tendencies that they will stop laying their eggs. And you cannot recover what you have invested in their feeds. And another thing is that the vitamins, of course, that's very basic, but the regular giving of the water, because the water should be available every time they needed it. And you look at this, as we film today, the rain is coming, and there is a typhoon actually that is visiting our place here, and you were concerned about the typhoons. Well, these are just ordinary rains that we experience. We don't experience this storm. I mean, the strong winds are seldom experienced here in our place. And as we speak today, we think about the mud pan. Of course, it's just very near to the house, and we can monitor the water getting inside the mud pan, but it's okay. I'm pretty sure of that. I hope, guys, that all the things that I have shared with you will inspire you. It's raining now, and will allow you to do your own, be inspired, and pursue your dreams and goals, whatever circumstances that may come along the way. And shout out to the members of this channel, to the regular viewers, and to our followers. And I would like to see you in my next video, only here at Dexter's World. I love this rain.